I wouldn't do this to King R&B, the one and only Jacquees. No, I got so.
Absolutely. Let's get started now. Of course, you got your new album, King of R&B, dropping very soon. Can you just talk about the sound of the project a little bit?
The sound of the project is crazy. I feel like on this project I got a lot of singles. I did a lot of work with Dash B, DJ Spin, SK, Sean Garrett, K Mage, just to name a few of the people. So, the production on it is like, we got a lot of mid up tempo records this time. Of course, I got some ballads, but it's super dope.
Right, and of course you collaborate with a handful of hip hop artists on this project. But how do you kind of keep the essence of R&B in your songs? Because I've noticed you've done that, especially with your new single, Verify.
I always work with hip hop artists. I come from a hip hop background. I think I can keep an R&B because that's just who I am. Same way they be who they are. I'm able to be who I am in any sense.
Absolutely. Now, you've worked with legendary producers like Sean Garrett and Troy Taylor on this one, and you're a self-contained artist. You've done a lot on your own, but what's those studio sessions like, working with those legends?
It's super dope working with Troy Taylor and Sean Garrett. When I'm working with Troy, Troy, he know what he's doing on the R&B tip for real. He got that real soul R&B here. You know what I'm saying? And Sean Garrett is a chart topper. You know what I'm saying? So it's different working with Sean, which is dope too, because Sean, he taking me places I ain't never been before. You know what I mean? Like, when it comes to the music.
Right. And Jacquees, on your last album, you worked with Donnell Jones on the record 23, and that was one of our favorites of the year. We had it in our top 5, songs of the year. And ever since then, it kind of feels like your record, it sort of has that Donnell Jones vibe to it. So what did you take away from working with him?
I took a lot away from working with Donnell Jones. I think for the most part, I took, just style. You know what I'm saying? Just like in swag. He all about swag. He got a lot of swag. He a real player. So, it's like I kind of just learned more lingo from being around him and learned more wordplay and just how to lay it on the beat and just how to vibe for real. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And of course, album coming very soon. It was supposed to come out in the summer under the title Round 2. What made you decide to change the name? Because I felt like Round 2 was a perfect name as well.
Yeah, Round 2 is a perfect name, but ain't nothing more perfect than King R&B right now. I had to make King R&B right now because that's what's going on. So it's like, why not just claim it and take full advantage? I want to take full advantage of it. Like, yeah, I am the King R&B, but yeah, that's the name of my album too. Like, can't nobody ever come behind me and name it. Can't nobody ever name their album King R&B again. I mean, I know they wish they would have did it, but nobody thought about it. So here I am.
Right. Now, you did play a bit of Round 2 on your Instagram. Is that the record? Is that still going to be on the album, the song Round 2?
Yeah, the song Round 2 is still on the album.
Okay, yeah, because that song is crazy to me. But speaking of, this King of R&B, you sparked this whole dialogue last year when you called yourself the King of R&B for your generation. And, what was surprising to me was, R&B for the longest time over the last decade, no one has wanted to claim R&B, but here you are claiming it, and it created this huge controversy. Were you surprised by that?
Yeah, I was real surprised. I didn't think that a lot of people were gonna do that. I wasn't doing it for other people to do that. You know what I'm saying? So I was surprised when they asked like that. But I made some people hot, so it is what it is.
Right. And, just personally speaking, I don't feel like anyone's really stepped up to the plate since you made that statement. No other artist, no matter how mad they were at you or whatever, no one's really stepped up to the plate. So, how much pressure are you putting on yourself to deliver with this album?
Pressure? It ain't really no pressure. I don't never put pressure on myself. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like Stunner always tell me, like, don't think too much. You know what I'm saying? I had found myself a little bit thinking too much, but then I got back in my element because I'm like, well, I'm Jacquees. Like, I make music. Like, this is what I do. Like, so I ain't really tripping.
Since you made that statement, calling yourself the King of R&B for your generation, a lot of people were attacking you on social media, calling you names, but I felt it was sort of unfair because they hadn't really listened to your debut album. I felt your debut was solid, but, was that frustrating for you because people were talking bad about you, but nobody was really listening to, what you were saying or even the music that you had put out?
I ain't gonna say it's frustrating because, it don't frustrate me, but I can see what you're saying. I mean, like, it is a thing where I be like, man, you don't know what you're talking about because you don't even listen. That's like when I hear somebody say, Jacquees can't sing, it's like, have you heard me sing or are you just going off what somebody else said? You know what I'm saying? Like, when somebody say, he don't got his own song, or have you only heard Trip? You feel me? Like, have you only heard Trip? Have you not heard Come Through, Feel It, Ocean BD, At the Club? Like, I can keep going. Who's, you ain't heard Your Piece? You feel me? It's like so many records, but it's like, we live in a bandwagon generation. You dig what I'm saying? So it's like, it's like a domino effect. Somebody could say one thing, and it's like a cool thing to join along with it. You dig? Like,
right. Now, a lot of veteran R&B artists, such as Donnell, John B, Genuine, they've all co-signed you. What do you think they see in you and your talents?
I think they see the same thing that they saw in themselves, if not more. Right.
And I know you've also given them all shout-outs on your Instagram. Just last week you posted, posts of pretty much everyone from R&B of that lineage. What do these legends mean to you? Because I'll tell you, you're one of the very few young artists that actually pay homage to the previous generation.
Yeah, I pay homage. You feel me? Some people respect it. But, you said, how do I feel?
Well, what do they mean to you, these legends?
Oh, they mean a lot. They like what molded me. Everybody got molded from something. Everybody come from somewhere, and that's the stuff that molded me. Like, just listen to all that music, and even just, some of the guys is really like them being a real, real big influence. Some of the guys wasn't really a big influence on me, but I know it had to be some type of influence on me because I heard the music growing up. You know what I'm saying? But
right.
There was a lot of them that wanted to be just like them.
Right. Now, let's talk about these influences. We've seen all these lists going on, top 5 rappers, top 5 R&B singers. Who are your 5 influences growing up, or that you can say are your R&B kings?
Jacquees, Michael Jackson, Chris Brown, R. Kelly, Usher, shit like that.
Right. Nice. And Jacquees, I'll tell you, what we appreciate about you is you haven't tried to label yourself as anything but an R&B artist. There's a lot of artists who are like, no, I'm not just an R&B artist, I'm also a hip-hop artist. But you know yourself strictly as an R&B artist, and you're proud of that. Why are you so proud to be an R&B artist? What makes you want to be just an R&B artist?
Well, I ain't going to tell you I just want to be an R&B artist, but I'm just a master at my craft. You know how Jordan went and played baseball, but he knew he was that nigga in basketball? Like, yeah. I go and make albums with Birdman that we call them Lost at Sea. Because we got 2 of them out. We're working on the 3rd one now. So I dip and dab into that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can do my thing for sure, but I'm not going to stand up and be like, oh, I'm a rapper. You feel what I'm saying? Nah, I ain't going to do that. But if you ever hear me with a rap song and they say that's Jacquees, don't ever be surprised if you hear me snapping on that motherfucker.
Absolutely. Now, the singles that you have put out for this album, they are predominantly R&B. When we look at the landscape of mainstream music right now, it's a lot of auto-tune, trap type of music. Is it tough not to be, inspired by that and go that route and go that trendy route? Because right now you're sticking to R&B.
Nah, I mean, these dudes don't really inspire me. You feel me? Like, no disrespect, but they don't inspire me. Like, I'm a fan of the music, but it's not inspiring. Like, I don't be like, let me go make a song like this. You feel me?
Right. And then lastly, Jacquees, you've been in the game for a long time now. You've been grinding for a long time, since 2011, maybe even before that. When the people listen to King of R&B, when they finally get a chance to listen to it, what do you want people to take away from the album?
I want them to think about the time we're in right now, and think about everybody that's in my generation, and just go from there, judge from there.